what's up? We're gonna get right into the makeup. It's spring break, so we gotta do it up. We doing it Annette style, which means neon. So starting with the Helene E-Cosmetics Pure Pigment. I don't know what name it is, but it's the yellow one. That's the wrong brush. Did not want that brush. I always put these in the lid because I think I've said this before, but they're so pigmented. Like, I don't know if you can see on my hands, but it's on the table already, and I just like barely tapped in there and tapped into the lid and was doing this shit. But that's also why I'm doing my eyes first, is because they get everywhere. So they'll last forever. I've had this for like over 5 years. So they last a long time because they're so pigmented. You don't need very much. And once you have too much, it gets hard to work with. Well, I mean, it just kind of ruins the whole look because your face has certain proportions, right? So you want your eyeshadow to be a certain shape and size, right? So if it doesn't look right in that certain area and then it goes bigger to be trying to blend out, it just doesn't look good. It don't look right. You can kind of like pass, but like, cause it's like neon, but you're like, I don't know. There's a skill. You gotta like, part of makeup is finding what products work for you and what you like. And the other part is like knowing how to use those products. And part of that is how products interact with each other. But that is like in the application skill, right? So anyway, you just gotta try stuff and see what works and pay attention to why, like to what happens and why your makeup doesn't look like that great. Think about it. Well, if there's also, or you could comment on my video and be like, hey, my makeup looks like this. I could try and help you. I've been doing this a long time, but anyway, it's spring here. I'm very excited. Our apricot tree is blooming, which is awesome. And it just started blooming. It's not like in full bloom yet, but she's a blooming. So that's good. Last year, it started to bloom like way too early because of the weather, and then it froze again and the flowers fell off, so we didn't have any apricots, which, you know, brings me to something I was thinking about talking to you about. Is like, sometimes I just worry about stuff, and one of the things I've been worried about for a while is, what if like the weather and climate changes so much that like we can't like reliably grow food anymore? Like, what the fuck? What if the bees all die and then the weather shifts and then like we can't grow no more food? What then? But that's kind of a weird, that's just something I think about. I'm like, what if? Because like, I don't know, I'm not a climate scientist, okay, right? Just wrote like a 20-page paper on climate change and media in college, okay? So like, I did a little research, but I wonder about the research. But I also wonder what is partly true and what is partly false. Like what, because I don't want to get into this, but my tism is showing. But like, literally, I don't know. I just worry. Like, what if we can't grow food anymore? I don't know. These are just things I worry about. Do you worry about stuff? I worry about stuff sometimes. I worry about a lot of stuff. I worry about like everything. But if you're worrying about it, you do a good job taking care of it. Sometimes. At least that's like, at least I'm worrying about it. Like, you're not, if there's something wrong, you're not worrying about it, or you don't know. That's another reason to worry. Anyway, I've been working. Oh, Campbell. So my server job, they did a winter layoff, which I mean they always do, but you know they kept me around for as long as they could. But there was like there's so many. I was going crazy. They did me a favor laying me off because when we're not serving, we're expected to be cleaning. So I was like, I was cleaning, but the tape I was getting like for like 6-hour shift, I got like 1.25 tables per hour, so it was pretty miserable. So not a lot of hours, no tips. So they're like, go do your thing. I was like, okay. So I substitute teach and do that. So I've been substitute teaching in Eniat, which is a small little town on the edge of the river. I'm in the small little town next to the lake, but they're in the small little town next to the river. Okay. It's really small. School, like to give you an example, like the elementary, the middle school, and the high school are all the same. They're all in the same building because they're so small. Like there is the middle school math teacher. There is the high school math teacher. They have. I never went to any after school clubs in high school, but there were a lot of them. I went to Newport in Bellevue, Washington, which is a suburb of Seattle. And yeah, I'm not sure where I was going with that, but anyway. Oh, it's tiny. It's tiny. Oh, we had lots of after school clubs. Like I did go to any of them, but there was like so many, like none that I was interested in, but there was a lot of them. Okay, one club is orchestra, because where I came from, like not only did we have jazz band before school, for high school, middle school, but you know, there was marching band and then concert band, and then for orchestra, which was what I was in, I played violin. There was like the freshman orchestra, concert orchestra, and then chamber orchestra. It was, yeah. So like there was like just so different. It's such a different place out here, like based from where I grew up. Not like I much prefer it out here, just because I don't know, I get overstimulated, and living in a really densely populated place, you know, is like not great for that. So anyway, I'm gonna use the orange now. This one is a Neon Mango from Helene Cosmetics. I do know this one's name because I agree wholeheartedly with the name. It also reminds me of the color of a Cheeto. Like that electric fucking orange. Oh, and for my eye base, this goes back to like knowing what works. So for you in particular, and like how products work together, but so your eyelids are supposedly one of like the oiliest spots on your body, or are the oiliest spot, and I know that, but I also, the NYX white base just doesn't do it for me, and the Suva Beauty Prime and Paint is what I use, but it's a little moisturizing. It's really good, but it's pretty moisturizing, so it does settle my creases, like in my eye creases. So I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion before I put on the white one, because it kind of dries me out. It stops the oil from coming through, really. Or like, and I also, when I prep, I don't put any lotion or anything on my eyelids, because they'll just take care of themselves. But what I'll do is, because I also get like creases like right here, like right here, but so that, like the drying and then putting the white on top, because that they work okay together. It looks kind of weird because they'll start to pick up here and there, so you can only put like a thin layer, but it just works way better because it doesn't slide around at all. It just stays like that, like how you put it, which is like, for me, it's something I've sought after, because when I started using these pigments, I was using the NYX, I don't know what its exact name is, but it was the NYX white eyeshadow base. Came in a little pot, and it was like kind of oily, like waxy almost. And I would use it, but I would do like my eyes dead last because they would crease so fast, and it would look weird like really quickly, and kind of, it was just not good. I don't like it. And then I tried the Suva Beauty, because they had like UV cake liners, and like I was like, I'm gonna try it. It's a nicer base, blah blah blah, and I was really impressed. And so, but the one thing I've noticed is because it's like on that more moisturizing side, but it's not like too like drying, like oil absorbing. It plays nicely with, like, it creates a good texture on the eye for these pigments to adhere to, because it's kind of grippy and tacky, but it's also white. It's got that white in there, but it doesn't have that extra like grease oil that came from like the NYX. I don't know. This is what has worked for me. I've found that oil is generally, you can make things waterproof, but you can't make them oil proof in the game of makeup. Of oil will eventually take it off, but that's to get because these are really, this is a specialty makeup product. I can tell you, it's very designed for, I mean, it's pure pigment. It's so hard for me to explain to you like how pigmented this is, because it's just pigment. Like, anyway, so because they are so like specialized, the technique needs to be there, or else it's not going to look good. So that's why I've been talking about that, FYI. I don't know if this is the brush I want to be using, but it's one I picked out. I'm filming in a different location today. I don't know if you noticed. I'm out of the corner. It's a nice sunny day here. I'm going on a walk with my dog after this. I'm very excited. And I'm thinking about doing a little vlog about it. So if this video, I'll take some film. If this video gets like 10 likes, maybe I'll post the vlog. If I don't get 10 likes, I might just post it anyway, because it's real beautiful here. But you could like the video if you wanted. I don't know. I don't really. That's on you, bro. That's on you. Oh no, I remember what I was gonna say. Oh, if you want, I'm wearing these headphones for a mic, right? Well, I've told you that like in a video. Anyway, if you ever want my SoundCloud, I will give you my SoundCloud. Just go to my reposts and you will know what I'm listening to. My reposts or my likes, but there's a lot of likes on there, so just go with the most recent likes. Because my music taste has changed quite a bit since I started with that SoundCloud account. Started with that SoundCloud account 10 years ago. So I've been collecting music ever since there. I was like, from like a senior in high school to now. So on SoundCloud, which is, electronic. This mostly, I eventually moved into house. But before it was like weird dubstep. I don't know. I was like really into the algorithm. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm talking about the makeup. Okay, so I need to get a little closer. This is my mirror that I use to see things far away, because like some things you don't really need to get all like up close all the time for, but there are times where you do. So that's why I have a little hand mirror. What do I do? Okay. I dip this. You should get one of these. I mean, if you're gonna do multi eyeshadow looks like this, and you don't want to be washing your brushes all the time, you don't want to have a million brushes. This is old. It's so beat to death. But it's just like a little soft sponge that you like rub your brush on, and it kind of takes the eyeshadow off. It's not really like washing it because it's not like cleaned, but it drops a lot of that pigment, and you can usually, if it's not like a way different color and you didn't put a shit ton on the brush, you can usually swap between colors pretty well and like so that's a hack for you. I'm just taking this on this kind of dome-tipped, fluffy brush. I don't know how to describe it. It's from the Jeffree Star collection with Morphe from way long ago. Which just goes to show, like, I never get rid of anything. Like, it's wiggly. I definitely have glued it back together before because it came apart because I have washed them. But it's what I got, so it's what I use. I don't like to throw things away, okay? Gosh. I just don't like to be wasteful, you know? I'm not into that. Oh yeah. I thought I should do something with pink and orange and yellow for spring because it's spring. Yeah. And well, I also did like the last video I posted was it was like a light blue look, which was kind of inspired by the lake, but I'm thinking about the swimsuits and the flowers and you know what I'm talking about. Honestly, if you're like a person that's open to like new types of music and like you like to dance or just like energetic music, you would like my SoundCloud. I have a lot of music because I love music, but also, I don't know, I do a lot of shit like this, so I need stuff to listen to while I do this, because like sitting in silence forever isn't like the best thing, which I think you know because you're watching this on your phone. So anyway, I got some good stuff. And even off SoundCloud, I like the other music too. So you just let me know if you need some music, and I got you. Looks pretty good. All right. Oh, I have a rule. I don't know if I've talked. I have a rule with these pigments. Only one open at a time, because I have dumped one. My makeup station changes based on like what's going on. I used to, in our apartment, I had like a desk that was my makeup base, and I one time knocked one of these pots over into a drawer. It was a mess. I saved a lot of it, but it was a mess. Anyway, I'm looking for a brush. Here we go. That one looks okay. Okay, literally, I'm gonna show you. Like itty bitty amount, and can you see that? Like it's picked up bows. It's got bows. So like that's the pigment clumping together. And so look, I'm gonna put it in the lid, and it's gonna turn into a whole bunch. You see that? You see how much that is? That's way more than I need. Okay. Anyway, point made. I'm so excited for spring. I love spring. Spring's my favorite season. I like May the most. My favorite month is May because it's like warm. It's definitely warm all May. It gets kind of cold sometimes, and rains and shit, but that's okay because the flowers need the rain, and I like the flowers, so you know, it's gotta happen, man. It's just gotta happen. So all right, I'm looking for a different brush. Do I use this brush? No, I want to use that brush. Another lazy girl hack is sometimes just like after I do the sponge, I just kind of rub it on my jeans a little bit. Don't do that if you have like black on it and you're wearing white pants, obviously. Actually, why would you even do that for white pants? Okay. Look at this shirt though. I love it. I've got a cowboy hat that I'm gonna wear. It's my cowboy hat. I got shoes, I got boots. I got some cowboy boots for Christmas. It's gonna be a look, but I'm gonna change my hiking boots to go for a walk, because who the fuck wants to take a walk in cowboy boots? They're not for walking, they're for cowboy. And which I am not. I'm probably the farthest thing from a cowboy, but I like to look good. One of the reasons I like doing my eyes first, with these especially, besides like, if you get some on your, because you know how it's picked up the balls? Sometimes I drop the balls on your face if you're not careful, if you're not doing all the things that I've learned to do. So you can't get that off your face if you have a bunch of foundation and shit underneath it, because you can't like wipe it off, because you're gonna wipe off all that work. Or at least I, haven't figured out how to. Well, I mean, you can go over it so it looks okay at in daylight, but If you put a black light on it, it'll show up. So, which is kind of the whole point of this makeup, is to put the black light on it. But I mean, it also looks fucking awesome anyway, but I just really like bright colors. I don't know why. It's probably just like my reptile brain be like that thing's bright. That's really bright. Maybe I'm just a moth, like I'm just chasing that light, man. That's what I feel like sometimes. Pretty sure I am a moth. Okay, getting there. Oh, the other thing, you can clean up the shape of the eye look easier if you do your eyes first, obviously. Then you just like, I also haven't been wearing concealer lately. Because I like color correct, and so I don't really need it, which is like such a blessing to say. Cause like, yeah, I pick at my skin a little bit, but like it's besides that, it's fine. Like, if I left it alone a little more, and it probably wouldn't be like, you know, doing anything. So anyway, yeah, it's easier to clean up the shape when you do them first. Cause I don't know. The other way is just there's too much at stake because you've like already done your base, and then I don't know. It's a lot. I know. And sometimes with these colors, they can look a little patchy. That's the other thing you're fighting, is like, because they're so intense, they can like deposit so much pigment in one place that like, if you have a lot of pigment in one area and like a little bit less over here, it can show up. Especially if you're as pale as I am, it's gonna show up. Okay, so like I see there's like a light spot right there and there, and I'm not quite sure. I also need to switch brushes. I think I need to switch brushes. I need to clean my brushes because I am that bitch, but I feel like every girl needs to clean her brushes, so I feel like I'm not alone anyway. Okay. I think there's dog hair in there. Okay. I haven't got it yet. Okay. Oh, there's dog hair on the brush. If you know, you know. Okay, I gotta grab a little more purple. I just try to like get a light coating on the bristles when I'm going to correct like this. Make sure there's no balls, and like kind of buff it into the brush and then tap it to make sure nothing is like gonna fall and the pigment is adhered to the brush. So then when I place it, it's gonna go where I want and it's gonna deposit pigment, right? So, because I already did blending on the edges, I don't want to have to reblend something that like got put on my eyeball right there. Because I don't know if it's the size of the particles in this powder, but something about, or it's probably the makeup actually, but I don't know what it's made of, but probably magic because it glows. But anyway, they're staticky. They'll make those balls that I showed you, and they'll just like, and then of course when they hit your face, they'll go psh, like a blood spatter, and it's like fuck. So they're kind of hard to work with, but they have really good payoff. I wonder if I missed having like primer right there. That shouldn't be an issue. Maybe I'm just being too careful right now. That happens sometimes. I'm like, why isn't anything happening? That's why. Nope, still there. What the fuck is happening? I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna switch brushes. We're gonna see if that helps. Okay. Yeah, I think there's just like a discrepancy, like I didn't get primer right there, which is okay. Like, I think I got it handled. Maybe not, I don't know. It's, you know, I can't really go back now, so whatever. It's gonna be fine. I've found that, like, when you're doing bright colors like this, it does not always have to be fucking perfect. Just general size and shape. Because yeah, I mean, I don't see anyone else doing makeup like this. I don't know. You do it better. You show me. I want to see. Okay. That's okay for now. Oh, I need to go get my my blending palette. Oh, my dog's just like over there. Okay. I'm gonna go get my my neon blending palette. I'll be right back. Know when, that's another thing with the makeup. Know when to stop, know when to switch gears. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with this brush. I'm gonna use this purple. This one. Dog hair. It looks like this purple is a little warmer than that purple I was just using, which is just gonna add a little bit. It's a little bit lighter. That purple I use is really dark, which may have added to that patchiness issue, but I think that was more me, like, not like missing a part in primer because it wasn't, you know, sometimes I have a general idea of where the makeup's going, but sometimes I don't anticipate the shape. So like I said, I forgot over there. But, you know, we make mistakes. We move on. We learn. Well, we learn and then we move on. Because if you're not learning from your mistakes, can you really move on? I don't think so. Let's see if you'll cover that spot. Oh, maybe. Not really. That's okay. I have one over here too, damn it. Well, I was just in such a hurry to come talk to you. I'm sorry. I like have to like, this is anyway, I'm not gonna bitch. It wasn't, I'm not bitching. I am not. It's just worked to get to this point. Okay. I want to show you the painting I made. I made this for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. I wrote a poem to go with it. It was really cute. Okay, what do I want to do next? I want to blend out that inner corner. So what I want this brush, Morphe M332. I'm gonna take some of this yellow. I put like the edge of the brush like pretty close to the edge of the pigment because, like I said, you don't want it to go everywhere. You want it to look good and concentrated because it doesn't look good sheer. It looks good packed over white, you know? With a blended edge that's not like a straight fucking line unless it's liner, which I do have and I can do. However, I feel like the eyeshadow, I like the eyeshadow more because it's like more involved. There's more of it. Like, oh, didn't do the, that's okay. It's a process. I'm gonna switch back and forth here a little bit, but that's makeup for you. This is artistry, you know. I don't get up every day and wear this makeup, okay? Like, it's a lot of work. Well, it's not a lot of work, but it's more work than like throwing on like some skin tint and some brows and some mascara and some duochrome and blush and bronzer, and you're like, okay, here I am. This is like, this is different. I've used the most of the yellow. I better order another one before they go out of business. Like all the rest of my neon suppliers. They better not go out of business. I need to buy like a lot of these. Not a lot, but maybe like 5 sets. That would be a lot of money though. You see what I mean by like wiggly though? It's like, she's wiggly. I promise you. Like, anyway, I'm still using her. She's alive. And since yellow is like the lightest color and this is like the most intense yellow you can have, it's important to go in and add a little bit. Just make sure you're getting, because once you get the product down, you can move it around. But if you don't have the product there and you just keep moving and moving and moving, trying to blend it out, and I don't know, but it's this one you need to pack on, but just be mindful, because if you I feel like if you like do lots of this, you can wipe off, like buff off your base, especially if it's kind of dried down a little bit. Or I mean, even no matter what, I think it can wipe off your base. So just be careful with like the swirling motions in one spot, and like in general, all over. Like, should pat and then pat to distribute. What did I say earlier? Place strategically, blend evenly. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Is that good? Yeah, I'm liking that. I like that. Okay, and then we go in with the orange one more time. This is like my favorite brush. It's just like you can place strategically and blend evenly. I don't know, man. It's good. I like it. It's kind of like a taper tip. I need more of them. I don't really need them, but you know, it'd be nice. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, now that that's done, I think, oh, we need to do the under eyes for the... I'm just like gonna squish my eye a little bit and make my eyelid pop out. That way I can get it all on there. Okay. Cool. All right, that is really bothering me, but you know, we're just gonna move on. I wonder if you can even see it on the camera. Probably. Okay. We're gonna work on the edges with this brush, I think. Maybe. No. I'll wash my brushes, like I said. Okay. So I'm gonna take the pink, swirl my brush in it pretty good, tap it off, and then like kind of angle my brush and then just place it on the edge and kind of feather that shape a little bit. How's that look? Looks pretty good, all right. Okay, all right, and we're gonna go and blend the bottom. Don't forget, we'll go under these with skin tint, so they don't need to be perfect. And now that I'm at that point, I think I'm gonna go back in with the purple and just redefine a little bit with this Skinny Morphe M514. Just gonna swirl it around. Get the dog hair off of there. Tap, tap. Admire. Well, you have to like, it's like recon, dude. You gotta figure out what you gotta do. Like I said, I don't know if there's any fixing that. I don't think that's gonna get fixed if I keep fucking with it. Okay. Last thing is a little pink on the purple, okay? And then I think we're moving on from the eyeshadow. My little pencil brush, and it's a Morphe M431. I'm just using this brush to kind of fill in where it needs to be a little more pinker. Like a good way to blend these pigments, which is nice, is you just kind of put more, you just put more and more on top of each other. You go back and forth and they will blend together because they just play nicely together, which is one of the reasons I really like them. You can kind of just, like, if you're careful, you can kind of get them to do whatever. Like, they are, like, if you're careful and pay attention to what you're doing, like, they'll do whatever you want. you just have to be careful in your application and use the proper products. Like you can get the most out of your makeup by like doing that. But that can be said of all things, I'm pretty sure. Like if you have the proper tools with the proper technique, you can do just about anything, right? All right. Okay, I think we're doing it. I think we're gonna move on from eyes. For my shadow, anyway. All right. Color correct. I don't know what that song is, but it's like, you better act correct. I like, when the sixth graders at the, at ENIAC, they are like pretty, at least in the music room, they're like really disrespectful to their choir teacher. She volunteers her time to come play piano for them so they can sing their choir songs. And she's like having to yell, and they're like talking while she's trying to work on sections with the different sections, like the different, like the sopranos and the altos, whatever. Like she's trying to do stuff, and like they are like, I don't know if it's like that. Like my parents raised us in Bellevue because of the good school systems, and so I'm not saying that I can't, that it's not a good school system. I'm just saying, like, we did not behave like that. It was, you know, it was just way different. So I just thought it was interesting. But I've been the music sub a couple times because I feel like this district has like 3 substitute teachers, and because it's not a very big town, it's just a town on the hillside by the river. It grew by like 50% last year because like people moving in the area. It's, you know, people be doing that, but it flooded that 6th grade class, and so now there's a bunch of new kids. But because like everyone before, like all the high schoolers like they've known most of each other since kindergarten. Some, you know, so obviously some people leave and some people come, but there's like that core group that have like known each other forever, and like that's really interesting to like be around, like for a school, like because Newport was a school of 4,000 kids. My graduating class was like close to I think it was like over 1,000 kids. So, and it's just, it blows my mind, like how different experiences can be, like not very far away from each other. Just think it's interesting. Okay. Do I need any green? I don't know. I've got a couple spots. I thought I was talking about something with the 6th graders. Oh yeah, I just said they gotta act correct. I've been thinking about that. Like I told them, I was like, you need to act correct. Does anyone know what song that is? What song is, I can probably look it up. I'll just look it up. You better act correct. I've heard it sampled in the Brazilian bass house that I listen to. That's what I listen to mostly now these days. It was just some sample. It was really cool. It's hard to describe, but anyway, I was like, you need to act correct because they're just fucking. They're not literally. I was like, this is insane. And there's like 40 of them. Anyway, okay. I think we're gonna do skin tint. I've been using lately. I've been using the Maybelline Super Stay, which is pretty good. It's like $12 or something. It's pretty good. They need, I don't know, the beginning. I know this is like, I don't know, this, I've had a little trouble finding a shade, but that's also true of like all of the face products I've tried, because I feel like I'm neutral. but I have like some olive in my skin, probably from my dad, because I tan up pretty good. My mom freckles, but I'll tan, but I also freckle if I tan a lot, which obviously you can probably see I don't do that anymore. Was never really a huge tanner anyway, but I figure I think I said this before, but I don't need to look older faster, okay? Like, we know that the sun makes you fucking... And I don't really want to deal with the whole spray tan thing, because I mean, like, I don't imagine all that chemicals is, like, good for you. I mean, it could be totally fine. It could be. They say it's safe. But, like, is it bad for your skin? We don't know, because it hasn't been around that long. So I'm just kind of skeptical. That's another thing I worry about. Oh, did you know? Apparently, every week a credit card worth of microplastic passes through your digestive system. And I guess also there's enough plastic in your brain to make a spoon. I don't know if that's, oh no, it's like in your entire body, I think, like in your other tissues, but like, I was like, excuse me? I don't know if that's true. Someone told me that. But I think the credit card thing is true. There's this Vice documentary I watched where it was this high school science teacher, and they had like, they were going to a grocery store to get some fresh wild caught shrimp, because their experiment was to take out their digestive tracts and look for microplastics, and guess what they always found? Microplastics. So they're everywhere, you know, and like I'm pretty sure they've shown they can pass through the blood-brain barrier, which is like not good. That's another thing I worry about. There's lots of things to worry about, but I try not to. Just try and do my best, keep going. But there's lots to worry about. Like, holy fuck, is everything expensive right now? Gas, fucking houses, groceries, eggs, everything's expensive. Oh, I haven't been using much concealer. I'll just color correct, and I think I was talking about this earlier, but I'll just take my skin tint up to my eyeballs and just be careful. Yeah, I'm just gonna blend carefully near my eyes, because that's the money piece, baby. Okay. But anyway, it's spring break. So I'm filming a video for you. I've been painting. I think I said that. It's about to be bracelet season again. I say that because I always like I make these embroidery thread bracelets. And they're really cool, but I usually do them when it gets warm out. Probably because I can just sit outside and do them and be happy, but because it kind of sucks to sit inside, like, and have your head down, like tying something. Like, it's better to be outside and doing it, because then you can like look up and admire the beautiful view, which I do already, but it's better to sit there and do that in the summer, because I like sitting outside. I think everyone likes sitting outside. How we doing over there? Okay. We're gonna do blush. I've been liking the cream blushes. I really like the Milani. I like these blushes because they're easy to use. I like the liquid blushes too, but I don't know. I'm trying to use what I have. Excuse me, instead of just like buying new things constantly. I don't know why I'm looking. Coral Crush. I like the bright pink for spring. I like the darker reds and berries like for later in summer when you're kind of tanned. Even though I don't go and purposely tan, I spend time outside, so I do get tanned a little bit. And I feel like the red, like that deep flush, looks better on like more of a like tanned tone instead of like. And so this bright would be good for winter, coming out of winter and spring because the skin's pale. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Okay, bronzer. Same thing, the Milani Cheek Kiss and like white shade. 110 Hey Honey. And lately, something I've been doing with the bronzer is just kind of like almost using it as contour. Like, I've got high enough cheekbones, and I've been losing some weight, so I don't like want to contour my cheeks as much. I like mainly nose contour, cause like honestly, the less product you wear, the better, as long as it looks good. Like less is more, but also like know where to use it. Like precise application, I'm telling you, place strategically, blend evenly. Cause like my contour is like I said, I have issues shade matching, but my contour is like sometimes I'll look at it, blend it out, it's a little warm. So like it can look weird like down here or like right here where it's supposed to be like shade, coolness, but like up here where the sun hits, I can use that bronzer that's a little warmer because it should be warmer a little more heavily, and that's kind of like my contour a little bit. It gives my face some shape and dimension. Like you don't have to do all these steps. Like if you don't need concealer, don't wear concealer. If you don't need contour, don't wear contour. Like no, like you don't have to do all this shit all the time. I say it's because I had to learn that. I like my my makeup routine. I wore makeup every day from like seventh grade till like partway through freshman year of college. So I have like I've put on makeup a lot. And I used to think like it needed like if I did this then I'd have to do that, and like because I did that I have to do this other thing, and because it wouldn't look right altogether. It's like, well, if you just didn't do all this shit all the time, it wouldn't be that bad. Like just use what you need. Like if you need a little like skin tone evening, do a little color correction and like a skin tint. You don't need to like I don't know, do these like crazy brows that take you 45 minutes. Like you can just sketch it in. Like it doesn't have to be like, I don't know. Learning like speed and efficiency in your makeup routine is important, because I used to just look at it as eventually I don't know. It just kind of morphed into something. It was taking me too long, and I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not wearing makeup anymore. And I just didn't wear makeup for a while. And then so makeup turned into like an art, like a something I do when I was bored, something I do when I wanted to create. It was kind of like an outlet for me. And now like I'll wear it. I like wearing it to work. And like so if I'm going out sometimes, like going out to run errands, I don't I don't go to the bar really any like at all. I don't go out to the club. I don't really have any friends here. My boyfriend is my best friend and he's amazing, but he's not a girl. And he's also my boyfriend, so like he's great. He's great. I love him, but he's not like my girlfriend. He's my boyfriend, right? So I just, and that's just kind of how it is. Like after college, I feel like being an adult, kind of you just slip away from all your friends, which kind of sucks. But you know, that's growing up, and the real ones stay, and the ones that were, you know, the ones that are not like your true friends will drift away, and you'll never hear from them again. And you know, that's not to say anything bad about them, but you know, that's just, you know, people got a lot going on. At least for me, coming from Bellevue, where it's a city of like 300,000 people in the greater King County area, like there's so many people. You interact with so many people every day, and like there's so many people. Here is like not it's not that way. Like it's tourism. There's there's a Microsoft like data storage place in Quincy, which is kind of nearby. In Wenatchee, I mean, there's a hospital. There's an Ulta. There's a Target. There's a Fred Meyer. Well, Fred Meyer's in East Wenatchee, on the other side of the river. But I don't know. It's just not you. You know, sometimes you know people their whole lives, and people don't. Like for where I'm from, like a lot of the people I know, like know acquaintances. Like I know of them. I follow them, have followed them at some point on social media. Like they're off in they're in California, or they're in Utah, or they're in Nevada, or they're in Missouri, or they're in Paris, or they're in, you know, it's like, okay, well, I'm just trying to live a normal life. You know, but I'm succeeding, I think. Well, my life is definitely not normal. However, it's a life. She's stressful sometimes, but that's how she is. Like, you're not getting away from that. Just gotta make the most of it and try and be a good person and all this bullshit. I don't know. And look good doing it. At least that's my goal. Well, actually, my first goal is to like do whatever I'm doing well. And then after that, it's probably be nice, but also don't get walked on. I don't know. Life musings within it. this brow pencil. I have another one, but it's over there. Okay, good enough, I think. I think so. And then I like to come in with the Benefit microblading pen. Oh, this is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil in taupe. And this is the brow microfilling pen by Benefit in medium brown. I like to just, because this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's it got like 3 little fingers and it draws the hairs on. So it's just an easy way to just like make the brow look nice in the front without adding too much like pigment in the front, because that can make, front loading your brow can make it look really heavy and weird. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Anyway, that's what I'm doing for my brows. Pretty good. Okay. Oh, I forgot to use primer. That's okay. I don't need to stay all day. I'm not doing much. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna go for a walk with the dog. I'm gonna go work out. Oh, and I'm gonna make tamales. I cooked. I marinated the meat overnight, the day before yesterday, and then yesterday I cooked it in the oven all day at like 275, and then today I'm gonna do the masa and the filling and fill them up and steam them. Yeah, I think all I'm gonna do is the nose, because that's all I really want to deal with right now. That's all I need anyway. All I feel I need right now. I know I look a little ridiculous. I know. But I am ridiculous. It's just how I am. I guess next is hair. Alright, it doesn't look great, but we're going to go on with a second coat. Product is Incredible Listen Hard Girl in this is a real neon lip paint. This stuff is kind of hard to work with, but it's the best fluorescent lip product I found. Lips. Time for lips. I think it's a vibe. Let's go look with the black light. Is it a vibe? Look like this, do it. I'll probably make tamales in a different shirt, but artistry day. I'm not going to a family event. I'm gonna go on a walk and make tamales. So I can't see myself, so I have no idea what this looks like. Oh, it probably looks pretty crazy. Can you see me? Okay, well, that's my video for you. Thanks if you stayed till the end. I really appreciate it. Bye.